video. I don't know what I did. I was trying to switch us around, and all of a sudden it just went. But anyway, that's how I was doing my water there. Um, that's how I basically, you know, was doing everything with water. Um, yeah, I kicked myself out of the live. I don't know. Let's see. Whatever. But anyway, that was how I put my water system together. If you looked at the other live video that was just in and somehow try to turn the camera around, and all of a sudden I was not online anymore. So, but yeah, that's my water system. So if you wasn't here earlier, let me explain this again to you how I got water in my trailer and in here. Now, I didn't say this on the last one, but if you look up here, I got kicked out of my live. So these are water totes. They're 100 gallons a piece, and I fill them up at a local municipality, 200 gallons, and I bring them here. Now this is a 275 gallon tote. How's it going? 275 gallon tote, 500 gallons of water right there. Man, when they're both full, that's 500 gallons. I learned how to live on 500 gallons of water for months at a time. And it tells me we waste a lot of water when we live in a house. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, okay, what I was saying earlier, the way I did this was I connected the two IBC totes together with some PVC pipe. As you can see, I got two ball valves. I got one ball valve here, and actually that controls the water coming out of here into this tank or into that line. And then I put a T here, and I got a ball valve here for this tank. Now, what I was saying earlier was when I first bought these, I just bought them. I was all excited. They're food grade water, they probably had syrup in them or something like that. And this was too big. That was the problem. This size was too big. So basically, I had to come up with a way to put it connected to this. So what I did is I bought these and I shoved them over the threads here. Now the problem with that is threads. Water finds the easiest way out and it starts leaking all over the place. And you guess what? You have water leaking out. It's on the floor. It's flooding the trailer or the shed, causing damage to the wood beneath you. So basically what I did was over time, I was like, okay, I got to come up with a better way. So what I did was here, I took, it's a 3-inch PVC pipe, put some electrical tape around it to make it a little thicker so it'll seal better. Yes, electrical tape. And then I put some sealant around that. Perfect. Then I took a 4-inch PVC pipe, shoved it in here. I cut this, shoved it in here over the 3-inch. There's just like a 3-inch PVC connector, and then I put a 4-inch over that, sealed it up, put this on top of that to the 3-inch PVC pipe that's in here. Now my ball valve, I open that. Basically, the water runs down up the tube to the strainer, which I need to replace, to the water pump, which is that all of this came from Amazon, to another. This is a accumulator. Now, basically, accumulator keeps air out of the system. So you basically, fill it up with air. It has like a little bladder inside there and accumulator water, and it runs through up to my spigot outside on the side of the trailer. So that is my setup for water. It works very well. So what I'll do is hook up a hose to that, turn the pump on, and it shoots it out to the trailer. Now, if you want to live like, let me do this. If you want to not use your trailer water in the trailer, you just turn that pump on, leave it on, and it's just like you're living on grid. But basically, it gets me my water. Now, when I originally started doing this, I was using the Jupiter inverter with the two batteries up there. I was using that Jupiter inverter to run the water pump. Now lead acid batteries don't last, so that wasn't kicking it. So I plugged it into the side of the Anchor Solex, which actually gives you enough power and it lasts a little bit longer. But the thing about that is, you got to put a switch on the pump if you're not going to be using it, because it'll keep running, and you know. But when you have pressure on the line, it will shut off, and then like say you go take a shower, the pump comes on, feeds the van or the trailer. Now, when I first came out here, I did put a wind turbine on the system, and it don't work no more. So I got to get a new one, because when I first bought it, I didn't know the wind turbine system at all. Realizing when it's not connected to a battery, it's free spinning, like fast. And it used to get really windy out here, and that thing sounded like a plane flying by. I mean, it was like, well, I had another. This is the wind turbine. I bought this on Amazon, and that's the brand of wind turbine. This wasn't cutting it for some reason. So I was like, that thing was spinning. So I bought this hybrid, which is a hybrid controller. Mars Rock. I don't know. I think it comes out of China. I don't know. But I bought that. And that basically, if you look here, we're not getting any power right now. It's kind of only got one panel on this system here. It's only 100 watts. If you look right there, let me hit the light, see if I can get the light on. That's the PW, that's the wind turbine. Now you can see the little propeller right there. Now, when that wind turbine's kicking, that propeller's, you can see the propeller on the hybrid controller. Now, the reason why I bought that was because I couldn't use both. I couldn't put a solar panel and a wind turbine together, using I have another, I don't even know. Oh, no, I know what that is. I have another inverter, charge controller that was bought on Amazon. Another charge controller that now I use for the diesel heater that's outside here. But that charge controller you couldn't put a wind turbine and a solar connected to it. It just didn't work out that way. This one you can. If you look here, you got your solar. There's the battery, solar, and the wind turbine. Now it says lights. That's if you hook up a light system, you can turn lights on. One thing I did notice, when the wind turbine was kicking, the lights were flickering. And I have just plugged into the inverter, and it was like, okay, it's doing something wrong. But that's how I got power in the shed all the time. So I got power in the shed all the time, no matter what. Right now I'm at 72% because for some reason the solar panel was not putting out or not putting in power, and I fixed that just a few minutes ago. Right now the clouds are out, so it's only at 19 watts coming in. But normally it's at 100 watts, and when it's going, it's going. And you're like, whoa, you got power. But that was neat. I was able to charge batteries and turn on my radio and do whatever I wanted to do in here and take care of business. Now when I run out of power, and you're going to do it when you're off grid, you got to have a generator. And I got two of them. They're not here now, but I got two generators that I was using here. I got a little Craftsman. I think I bought that for $800 way back when I was just doing the van life, or nomad life, if you want to call it that. And it didn't work for a while. It was having some issues, and I figured it out, got it running. It works pretty well. I still use it right now. I use it not on a daily basis, but trying to get the other set up for the internet over there, because Starlink sucks up some serious power. But I do have what they call that one, a Furman generator. That's nice. And the house that I bought came with a generator, so I'm set when it comes to generators. And that was a big one. That is a big generator. I got to look at it and make sure it runs and everything for next winter. So if we have some issues, I can charge the house. But yeah, that's my video today. I had another live video and it just kicked me off. And I think YouTube just said he's getting too famous because you, the viewers, liking and subscribing, hitting that bell, get notification that I'm out there, and just living off grid life. And if you want to do it, just get out there and do it. Find you some land and do it. And I'm telling you, it's easy. It's easier than it looks. Let's put it that way. A lot of folks are struggling, or oh man, it's not that easy. It's not that hard. Um, it's not. Let me see how much power I got on the solar legs right now. Well, I don't have that much power because there's not a lot of watts coming in. But my battery's dying on the phone. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Once again, like, subscribe, hit that bell, get notification. Hey, Raw, is that Paul? There's people in there. Yeah, just, like, subscribe, hit that bell, get notification. I'll be doing this probably again tomorrow because I'm cleaning tomorrow. I got to come out here tomorrow and clean. So I didn't bring all the stuff I needed. And I got to go to the store to get something for the night, for dinner. So thanks for watching again. I really appreciate it. I'm a small channel trying to grow. I'm trying to get to 1,000. So if you can help me get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be happy. That's one step towards 1,000,000. So, we get to 1,000,000. Hey, it's on. No, I'm joking. Take care. Enjoy your Friday. I know everybody's at work. I'm not, because I don't work 5 days a week. But thanks for watching, and hope you have a good one today.